So very exciting. This year, the Lot Project, in partnership with Leadership Anderson and the United Way of Anderson County, we are all teaming up to build a second transitional home under our Village Homes model. This will provide affordable and adequate housing to one family at a time for a season of 6 to 12 months. This program has an 80% success rate since its formation in 2021, and we're also very excited because this home will be on site at our building here in downtown Anderson. This will be a proof of concept for us as we seek to purchase more homes and build more homes in the future, but it'll also be, I believe, a beacon of hope in the downtown community.
Explain to people what the village model is, please.
Yeah. So kind of tongue-in-cheek, but what we believe is that there is no solution to homelessness that does not involve housing. And on the other side of the coin, we don't believe that housing alone can ever solve homelessness, but that we do believe community can. And so through the Village Homes, what we do is just meet individuals who are coming out of a vulnerable season, who are looking to take a step towards independence but are not ready yet to be on their own. And we interview them. If they are a good fit for the home, they can stay for 6 to 12 months at a time. They pay a very affordable program fee. We are not in the real estate business or the rental business. We do not profit on this program at all. But essentially, we just provide affordable and adequate housing for the tenure of the program agreement. And once folks are done with the program, we actually give them back 10% of what they've paid in as kind of a goodwill investment to their next step. During their time in the program, we walk alongside them and just help them accomplish 3 to 5 goals to set them up for self-sufficiency. So currently, the gentleman who's living in our one house, we met this week to talk about his budget, to talk about kind of what order of debts should he pay down first, and just working on some dreaming and some vision for his next steps so that he can be set up for success in the future.
How did Leadership Anderson get involved in this?
Yeah, so fortunately, Leadership Anderson Class 35 was the class that fundraised, purchased, and donated our one transitional home to the Lot Project. That was in 2019. And then this year, I'm a member of the class, and as we were dreaming of what our class project would be, we thought to carry on the legacy of a former class and build another transitional home. In Anderson, there's obviously a great need for affordable and adequate housing, and that includes emergency shelter beds. There's a huge pool of services and resources in the way of basic needs in Anderson, but there's a big drought when it comes to housing. And so though we are just providing one more home, we believe that this will be a step in the right direction, and we're hoping that this will cascade into more scale in the future.
How serious is the homelessness problem in Anderson?
I've been to urban centers where by volume and by just visceral sights and sounds and smells, their homelessness problem makes ours look like nothing. I do believe quantifying it is a bit of a watered down outlook on this thing, on homelessness. The question should not be, I think, the question, yes, should be asked, how is the homelessness problem in Anderson? I believe more importantly, what we should be viewing this as is who are the people in our community who do not have an opportunity that we have, many of us, for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And there's so many people who have been disadvantaged due to our systems that are in place, through decisions they've made in the past that due to our systems they cannot recover from without a hand up, without an intervention from their community members. And so, I mean, looking at the data, I think we have 5,800 people across the county we've identified as experiencing homelessness by the HUD definition. That is great to know because it allows us to put a finger on the pulse. My outlook, and I think a lot of folks' outlook, is that one is too many. And so it's our hope not to harbor so much on the big picture issue, but just to look boots on the ground. What can we do today to solve this issue? And we believe that the scale will catch up as we get better at serving folks just little by little.
You do this every day. Nate, where do most of these people that come to a Lot Project or people who need this kind of help come from? I mean, a lot of people want to say they're busting them in from all over the world, but
yeah.
What's your take on that?
Yeah, my take, and this is Nate Knox, not necessarily the Lot Project, not reflecting anybody's beliefs but my own. I have not seen, heard, or met anyone who said, somebody in Atlanta or somebody in Charlotte gave me a bus ticket and here I am. I think Nate's opinion, again, I believe that the idea that the folks that are showing up at these homeless services places, they're not even really our neighbors. They're not from here. That's a way that I believe some folks use to omit themselves from having any responsibility to serve. This shocking, sobering, heartbreaking reality that I've seen anecdotally and reflected in the data is that the number of folks we're serving is increasing, and they're increasing in populations older than 55, and they're increasing in populations that are in Anderson County. The folks we're serving are our neighbors. We're seeing, I mean, just kind of napkin math, I would say 80% of the folks we serve are born in Anderson County, have lived here the majority of their life. Anderson is their home. And we exist to do a better job of serving folks that have fallen down on their luck who are from here.
How do y'all work with the other groups like Hope Missions and other people in this effort?
Yeah, man, just it requires humility to understand that I don't have everything figured out. The Lot Project does not have everything figured out. We want to hone in on what we're good at, and we want to play ball well with the people in our community who are doing good alongside us. Yes. As Jesus says, whoever is not against him is for him. And so we've got so many beautiful neighbors in our community in the way of organizations that are, I believe, doing the work of God. And we would be, I believe, stupid to not partner well with them. And so if we are able to provide basic needs in the way of food, clothes, hygiene items through our basic needs ministry, if we're able to do our artisan gardens and our maker space and our village homes, there are things that we are not prepared or set up yet to do well. And if there's agencies like AIM or Hope Missions or the United Way or Anderson Pregnancy Care, places that are already doing these things, we want to lob our people over there so they can receive their services.
How's Anderson County supported the effort of what y'all doing here?
In great ways. Very gratefully, in this project, we've just recently, Leadership Anderson has just recently received about $9,000 in funding from the County Council. That's pushed the needle forward in a great way. Rusty Burns and his team have just been so kind. They are willing to look at the challenges that our community is facing objectively and dream about positive solutions in creative ways. And so we've experienced a lot of support, and we're excited for the future of that partnership. It feels like it takes a village, and it's just really a blessing for us to know that we're not in this alone.
And speaking of that, how can people that want to take part in this that had never heard of it, what can they do?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say the big three in any of this work is you can donate, you can advocate, or you can serve. And so for us, we are in the fundraising section of this project. We're expecting to need about $60,000 to finish this transitional home. If you have the means to support us, we would be honored if you would consider giving towards this project. You can check out thelotproject.com for more information on how to do that practically. But you could also advocate. Talk to your friends. Do some research. Look at some data about your community and see for yourself, what our neighbors are experiencing. And then finally, you can serve. If you're interested, we will need folks to paint. We'll need help putting up drywall. We'll need help with a lot of things in the next coming months as we finish this project. So you can reach out directly to me on behalf of Leadership Anderson at nate.knox@thelotproject.com, and we'd be happy to serve alongside you.